Welcome back to Medieval Dynasty. This is Kenny. We are in episode 92 of our Oxbow series. This episode, we're going to try to find some balance with our workers so they can produce enough stuff for everybody without us having to interfere with it. But first things first, we're going to go grab ourselves something to drink.
Onward! My legs hurt.
And let's top ourselves off with some food. And right now we are going to head over to the kitchen to see what we can balance out as far as food. Right now we need 1176 food a day. Now what do we exactly have in here? How much onions do we have? We've got tons of cabbage, tons of carrots. 484 onions. And right now, vegetable soup. How much is that count? That's 90 food per bowl. So let's see. Well, we don't have a food stall up yet, so let's go in here. Oops, wrong one. Let's tune down the stew a little bit, and let's turn up this. So that's Dynasty 360. That's 360. Soup, I think, is 50 food. Let's tune this down a little bit. Let's keep them kind of all even. And let's tack on flatbread with onions. And we'll see where we get from there. I'm trying to go with the highest stuff. So each flatbread is plus 33 food. So that's 240, 264, 400. I mean, we are getting close. Who's in the kitchen? Chelsala. She just turned a 4. Where's our other cook? She's getting ready to turn a 4. So hopefully by the end of the season, that will increase. But right now they have enough food to go for a couple days. Now in the smithy, they're just producing stuff. And I know that we don't have to worry about, and that we don't have to worry about. So let's check our other smithy. Alright, they're also producing stuff. So let's tune these each down 1. And we'll tune the iron shears down. And let's increase this by 9. So that's 12 iron per day. And our extraction in our mine, they're bringing in 23 ores. So let's tune this down. And let's tune this up 5. So that's going to leave us a little bit. Can tune the stone down a little bit. So they're bringing 26 ore a day. We have nobody working in the well right now, which eventually we do have to get somebody in. We've got enough water for 3-4 days. Got plenty of firewood rolling in. It's springtime, so they need 637. That's 20. Almost 20 a day. Alright. So it's 80. It's 400 firewood. Coming from there. And another 400 firewood coming from here. So let's tune this down a little bit. And let's toss on some planks. Granted, it's not much, but that's still plenty of firewood. And let's check the other woodshed. He's doing nothing but planks. So let's tune him down a little bit with that. Tack on a little firewood. I mean, it's not much, but it'll get there.
Carpenters will be the most recognized craftsmen in the world.
How are we doing as far as... Alright, so we've got plenty... Well, we've got enough to do one more house. Which I think we'll start over here. Actually, I want to check real quick. That's 5.5 clay. I could tune this down to a bottle a day. And that's only going to be 618. So, excavation shed. Let's tune down the clay to say 40%. And we'll increase the limestone. And let's insulate this house. 637.3. So it knocks it down almost a firewood. Alright, I think we did the rest of the fencing over here. Yes, that's done all the way up to there. So, we're going to just start with the back over here. I figured if we get enough planks, we could do at least a section of this per day. I mean, it's going to take us a while to get there. But it looks like we do have some quests that we need to do.
The way to one's heart is...
Which we will head over there now and see what we got going on. And along the way, we'll check to see how our farmers are doing with everything.
Move on!
Just cut right through. They've got the poppy in, they've got all the oat in, they've got all the wheat in, and now they're working on the vegetable plot, and that's where it ends. Got wheat and oat over here, and he's putting in all of the flax. So, do we have somebody over here that has a quest for us? Kind of looks like it. Let's cut through here. Anybody? Anybody? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, looks like who's ever walking through the water. Slava.
How's that possible? Oh, it's you again.
Can I help you with something? Yes, you can. I've got a problem I argued with my friend over wine, and I believe the best wine is plum wine, and my friend claims that it's cherry wine. To each is their own. I don't see a problem. Well, we wanted to organize a degustation to solve this dispute once for all. I was supposed to bring plum wine. The problem is I drank it all because I couldn't resist the temptation. Oh, I see. And I desperately need a bottle of plum wine, and we're going to lose. I could bring you the plum wine, but everything comes with a price.
Goodbye.
Okay. Let's go check our food storage. Or do I even... Nope, don't have anything on me. Let's go check our food storage to see if we have a plum wine. Plum wine. Please tell me I have one. Please tell me. I've got 3 of them. Alright. Let's head back.
Giddy up!
Best part is once we open a fishing hut too,
Oh, it's you again.
we could put up combine these together and take one of them down. Hello, here's your wine. Great, you're on time. Thanks for that's for your trouble. And one more thing before you go. What is it? What's your favorite wine? I've said this before in other episodes, in other series. It's pear wine. Love me a pear wine. At least you didn't choose cherry wine.
Goodbye.
Dialogue. Okay. So we still have one more house to build down here, which I think I'm gonna find some stone locally here, if I can get to it. I think it's 10 for the base, and my hammer is almost out. Oh, wonderful. Alright. Alright, we'll use the logs from there. Only got 90 stone. Let's collect up a little bit of it to get ourselves going. And the more stone I gather up, the better off I am. It's 24. Okay. That looks like it's enough. Do up there and up there. Alright, let's see what other, how much more stone we can gather up over here. Yeah, I actually should have the excavation shed collecting a little stone because we're not using that much clay right now. So I think I might up that. 16. I think that was it on the stone for over here. Wait. Alright, we got 32, so... Alright, so we need... Let's take care of the inside. And I knew that was going to happen. Alright, let's jump to the excavation shed, extraction shed. Let's tack on stone. Let's decrease that by 5. And we'll bring in another 4. So we'll keep that at that. Alright, let's go make ourselves an iron hammer. I also need to check to see how much copper and tin we have. Okay. Let's mix ourselves up an iron hammer.
Spring is when you feel like whistling,
Yeah,
even with a
88
shoe
iron
full of
bars,
slush.
wow. Alright, let's go tear down a few trees and make some planks for this house. As I almost run into the fence.
Onward! Move on!
We can come over here and tear a few down, why not? Ain't got nothing going on over here. Don't fall on donkey. Right, that gives us 12 logs. Let's tear this one down. I don't know, for some reason I keep on thinking I have a bronze axe, but I don't. It's iron. Let's take this little guy down. Okay, and let's take this other guy down over here. Alright. Come on, donkey. $7,700 coin.
Giddy up!
Excuse me, sir. I need to...
Hey! I was using that!
I know you were, but... I need to make planks. So I can get this house finished.
Learn how to read rose. Learn from rose signs.
Halt!
Right. Okay, and this house is finished. So now we've got 2 people in here. Nobody in here. And I think the rest of these houses have 2 people in them. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. We got our fisher people working together. Alright, so now that that house is done...
Here.
Let's drop off the rest of the stuff. Alright, let's take a stroll up here, see how everybody's doing. Alright, he's got all the seeds in. Alright, they should have all these fields done by the end of this season, which would be awesome. And I think last episode or episode before I think we destroyed our whatchamacallits, our orchards in the old village, which I'm really not worried about. But let's go make up some bronze bars real quick.
Will it take long?
No, it won't. Just gotta whip up some bronze real quick. Thank you, kind sir. 86. Let's do 35 and 35. We'll make 35 bronze bars. Why not?
I love when nature comes back to life.
Now, let's make all 51 of them. Why not? Probably not going to be able to move, but... And we just unlocked the tavern. Awesome. So now that I've got those bronze bars... How much do I have in here? 88 bronze bars. Let's close this, close this. Nope. Services, resource. Selling tons of seeds and tons of flour. There's the iron bar. Where is the bronzy bronze? Let's tune down the flour. Hmm. 70 coin piece. You know what? Let's take the grains off. And let's just stick with bronze bars. Level 4, so eventually that will go up. What is that again? Resource stall. He was a production person, but we took him off. He's currently moving up on level 4, so that's going to increase big time. And let's check the tool stall real quick. Plenty of arrows. Yeah, once the bronze arrows and bolts are out, we're gonna flip that. We're gonna go straight to iron stuff. The bronze maces. It's gonna take a while, but I think, yeah, she's only level 5, so my stall holders are low. So yeah, we're gonna look pretty good.
Exactly like me.
And I don't remember if I had fixed this. I think I extended this out a little bit. So let's see how it fits. That will give it a walkway around. But I actually want the back even with this. Oh, that's really crooked. Oof. Oops. What direction does this face? This faces exactly east. So let's try that again. I think what we'll do is we'll set it right there. It'll give them a nice walking area around. I don't know. Do I want to put it there? Or do I want to put it here? This 1, 2. So if I keep it there, I can shimmy this over a little bit. I could put it this way. Now it's enough walk room to go around. And then what we could do is we could designate this for the market stall area. So let's throw up some fencing real quick. Press this right up against there. There we go. And this will be the market stall area. And then we'll have this nice big old open space here. And then we could probably cram a nice house in here, or another farming plot for something. Probably flax. But we'll have to see. And then we can put some seating on the side over here. Nothing in the back. And then we'll put some seating on the side over here, maybe in front. Alright, so let's set this on a northwesterly. Buildings, services. I'll put this guy here. And we'll put this guy here. I don't think I'm going to fit 3 over here. Hmm. More time. Alright, let's put you right here. I think I know what I could do. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. Let's try this one more time. Line these bad boys up. Right there. We'll put you right here. And then we'll turn. Put you there. And then we'll put you right here. So this will be our market stall area. With some decorations. And then we can have a wide open area over here. And then we can throw more houses along in here. I think we were going to try to fit 3 in here. If possible. Let's see what we got. So let's take this house. They got a yard. Plenty of room in the back. Alright, so let's put this back on southern. Which I'm not even directly on. House. Alright, swing this guy over here. Give them a nice... right up to the tree. And then we should be able to fit another one in here. Which I might be able to do right now. Hopefully with no interference from the trees. Yeah, it looks like one of these bad boys is in the way. Best part is we can destroy them and replant them. So let's throw in another house real quick. Actually, I should move these back a little bit. No, that should be good where it is, because their fence is going to go straight up to the to where the whatchamacallit is, the entranceways are. So let's bring up this other house. Change color. Move it back a little bit. Move that back. And there we go. So now we do have the 3 new houses set and etched in stone. I'm running around in circles trying to figure out where my donkey is. But that is where we're going to call it an episode. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good night.